Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, elders of GMS. Salutations, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, people of Negro, Latino, Indian descent, Israelite foreigners, and women, Aquath, who's humbling yourself to escape the pollutions of the world. Okay, this is a War of Armageddon update, World War III update. All this is headed to the end. So all examples of the end is here. This is the end of Esau, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So let's see here. Let me find a recent one. September 1. I want the most recent one. Okay. October. No. 80% is a hell of a lot. That's a hell of a lot. I'm going to have to scroll right back to the top. Because this is being reported now. So we've been telling you during this war and the moments that are coming up to the Great War when it escalates to its highest point. And these nations aren't going to be allowing other nations, which is not their allies, to continue shipping and living comfortably. So they, which is one of the, if it's not an actual physical war where they're actually shooting missiles and proxy wars where people are losing their lives, they're going to be impacting each other's economically, and not just that, propaganda where lies is going to be flying all over the place. But this is one of the main ways that they fight wars is hurting each other's economy by most recent ones right there, October 27th, where, like I said, they are going to be hijacking cargo ships. And let me see if I can do this quick search on that. Six hours ago, 13 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, Red Sea cargo ships hijack, how to keep merchant vessels safe from attack. And Houthi attack starts shutting down Red Sea. There you go. There's another one. Container ships abandon Red Sea as allies scramble to fend off attacks. So again, this is just going to escalate more and more and more to the point there won't be any, or very little, cargo ships, out there. But I personally don't think there's going to be any. Okay, and this is what's going to help bring in Matthew 7:47, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Okay, and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All those are going on at this moment. Now, this whole precept is in full effect right now. And then mainly famines is an example of this. This is an example of a famine that's coming. It's like it. Maersk tells all its container ships to pause Red Sea voyages. So that, and they're going all the way around the continent of Africa, and literally in profits, losing billions. Shipping companies pause Red Sea journey after Houthi attacks. So there's videos on the attacks and with Iran. And don't forget about Iran. and how they're just returning, you know, what America's been doing to them, as far as seizing their oil tankers and their cargo ships. So Iran is, um, you notice it's not mentioning too many of those. But like I said, Iran and America going back and forth with each other. When the Red Sea attack force rerouting of vessels, disrupting supply chains. Number of pirate attacks worldwide by ship type 2022. Let me just click on this here. Bulk carriers. And these are 2022 numbers. Not spending too much time. Missiles fired from Yemen strikes cargo ship in the Red Sea hours after earlier attack. So there's a lot going on in the world, just because everyone over here in Babylon seems to be on that, literally stuck on stupid vibration. Yeah, everything's going on as planned. Everything's going on as if nothing's going on in the rest of the world. But you do have those preppers here. You do have those preparing to fight racial wars, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So let me just drop back to this here. Then I'm gonna get one more precept, and I'm out of here. Container shipping profits will drop by 80%, and those are drastic numbers. And that's 2023. What's 2023 at? That was 20. This is the most recent one. Shipping industry faced hardship after bumper profits pandemic. Global shipping is under pressure to stop its heavy fuel oil use fast. That's not simple, but changes are coming. According to Freightos data, the rates for shipping a 40-foot container from Asia to the U.S. coast have dropped by over 80% since the end of 2022. Huh? Shipping delays and freight cost increases. According to Freightos data, rates for shipping a 40-foot from Asia to the U.S. coast have dropped by over 80% since the end of April 2022. Similar prices to the East Coast have fallen almost 2/3. Examining the state. That's too far back. Let's see latest news. Let's just do the Red Sea. But nevertheless, it's disrupting things. So let me get a scripture here. Suddenly the storehouses. Second Ezra 6. Second Ezra 6 and 15. Therefore, when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the word is of the end, and the foundations of the earth is understood. And why? And that's why you don't see a lot of great Americans watching the prophets putting up these videos, because it's bad news, and it's not what they want to hear, you know. So really, a lot of the views, which Esau is watching, but a lot of the views is just Jake, man. If it's not Jake scoffing, or if it's not Jake fishing, or if it's not Jake looking to look what he can use instead of the full truth, or the prophets, that's watching each other's videos. On the most part, these great Americans don't want to watch these videos, and they're not going to, because it's not what they want to hear. It's not comforting to them. Preach to us smooth thing, prophesy to us a deceit, applies to all these demons that don't want to hear the truth. So the end is fantastic news. Especially if if you're an enemy of this world, if you hate this world, if you hate your life, if you're disappointed in the wickedness that your family are into, your kids, your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, aunt, uncles, friends, this is fantastic news. But like I said, to the those that love the world, again, the word of the end is bad news. And therefore, when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the word is of the end, and the foundation of the earth is understood. And why? Because the speech of these things tremble and is moved. For it knoweth that the end is of these things must be changed. And it happened. And when I heard it, I stood upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. And it said, behold, the days come, that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. And I will begin to make inquisition of them, that they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of signs shall be fulfilled. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. That's the internet. How this word is been how it's been pushed to its maximum by the internet. And children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Okay. So a great famine is coming. And these are just signs. You just watch the things that don't really make headline news, and watch a lot of the things that don't seem so attractive to read about. These things is major. Things is major. For example, like the trains that are constantly derailing. That hasn't stopped, but it's taking the back seat in the news. Container shipping seeing major cuts after $364 billion boom. Take the money and run. So the wider this war and these rumors of wars, these proxy wars, these attacks, the more and more they spread, the less and less, you know, shipping will, the more and more shipping will decrease. So keep your eyes open. Shalom.